here we go. Let's start chapter 15. Okay. And we only have Dunderell. Yes, please. Almost forgot about the boosties. For some reason in this picture, it looks like she's shooting bullets out of her feet. But I know it's her throwing the lance. Skishel Vimmer Labs, North Africa, the day before Ark City incident. This place was once a modern city that served as a hub between Europe and Africa. It was a beautiful Mediterranean metropolis that never slept. And then a single Honkai eruption transformed it into a dead city in the middle of a lifeless desert. Yet, it was for these reasons that the city became Skishel's ideal testing ground. Uh-oh. Attention all personnel! Test firing 42 of the second divine key will commence in 5 minutes. Alarm sirens could be heard throughout the city. The countdown was broadcast at every corner. When the countdown reached 0, a cannon in the heart of a heart of the city roared and shook every grain of sand. Reading is hard. A giant pillar of light shot up to the sky. The beam seemed powerful enough to cleave the world in two. The light then collided with something in midair. The beam shattered a portion of the sky like a giant mirror and released a rain of broken shards. The shattered opening revealed a realm of chaos. Stars of ill omen blinked within the roiling darkness. Divine key firing success. Initiating stage 1. Energy output stabilized. Quantum interference wetting confirmed. Hundreds of shades materialized from the chaos, seeping through the broken gap and falling to the earth below. While these shades tore through the sky, the space-time fabric itself seemed to have tilted to one side. A blonde Valkyrie calmly observed the chaotic scene that unfolded before her. Quantum shadows incursion detected. All yours, Master Dunderell. Roger. Dunderell calmly gave her answers and dove straight into the battle. This seems questionable. Why are they summoning stuff from the Quantra Sea? This seems really bad. A horde of quantum shadows are approaching. Get ready for an attack. Roger. Ow? These ones attack differently too. They're interesting. Ooh, wow, nice, a fire aura. That's gonna be useful. Game's a little loud on my end. Just gonna turn it down a little bit. There we go. Alright, what do we got? A couple of knights. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty useful. It's interesting that her ability automatically activates the slow down dodge mode. I forget what it's actually called. Target eradicated. Coordinates updated. Please head to the next location. Energy key has reached optimal threshold. Quantum dimension breached. Prep stage 2 for coordinates observed. Stage 2 will start any moment, Master Dundero. Please await further orders. Having observed the test many times, Dundero knew the protocols like the back of her hand. 10 Hyperion-class Honkai reactors ran at maximum capacity beneath the city. These reactors powered the second key to breach the space-time barrier and create a tunnel to the Sea of Quanta. Holy shit, they are. But unstable quantum interference wetting would cause quantum shadows to materialize in the local dimension. Dundero's mission was to defend the Divine Key and defeat the invading shadows. But the Sea of Quanta was not the objective of these experiments. Reaching the operational threshold of the Divine Key made Stage 2 possible. The key could then create a tunnel that goes right through the quantum dimension and enter the unknown. The Terra Incognita, where laws governing the universe and the ultimate truth of life came into being. The imaginary tree. Interesting. You've got my attention. Let us see where this goes. Quantum shadows still emerging. Please proceed with extermination, Dundero-sama. Alright, I guess I will. It's not like I have anything better to do. I can't tell if she's like the type of person that's looking for a challenge or who just doesn't care. Alright, we already have a boss. That was fast. Now. Well, these certainly don't seem like bosses. Meanwhile, at Skishel HQ, Otto's eyes followed the rapidly changing data sheets displayed on the lab monitors. The data was streamed from the African base and provided information about the firing of the Divine Key. Otto's lab was equipped with the most advanced Solarium computers. Even then, finding useful hints from the astronomical values of data was near impossible. Divine Key out of power. Tunnel collapse in 5, 4. The key required vast power to fire and sustain its beam. Otto had less than a minute to make his observations. He must make sure that every moment counts. 3, 2, 1. Tunnel collapse confirmed. The test run has ended. The massive data stream ground to a halt. Otto waited for his computers to generate a result. Vast amounts of resources were poured into this project because the Overseer needs a few numbers. Numbers that he has always been looking for. Numbers that he has yet to find. Results compiled. Total nodes observed 186,940,000. Deviation units from target node 54. 54? Our progress seems limited. Otto's voice gave no hint of frustration. He understood the difficulties of these tests. He had less than a minute to observe a near infinity of targets. According to his calculations, the tunnel must be kept open for at least 80,000 hours to find a potable answer. He was not interested in the false realities offered by the bubble universes. He must speed things up. A more efficient method of firing the Divine Key must be found. This remained the only way to fulfill his wish before the Honkai destroys human civilization. It seems we would need a Herrscher Void. We would need the Herrscher Void and her powers. So that's why he wants her, so that he can find this imaginary tree. He needs to use her as a power source. Excuse me? Oh, okay, we're just gonna... Hi. You're gonna get messed up, crab boy. This thing's gonna take a while to kill, isn't it? Just a few more hits and it'll be dead. It's interesting because I've never actually played as Thunderall. I don't actually own any of her versions. So she kind of plays like how I'd expect a rapier character to play. All quantum shadows neutralized. Orders from HQ. The experiment has ended, Master Thunderall. Please report back to base. Roger. The Mirian Labs, 1 kilometer underground. The facility bustled with activity. Work begun with the end of every test. Instruments must be switched off or reset. The site must be cleared. The Vermeer facility was dedicated to experiments using the second key and could withstand any surface level attacks. Yet this key installation was only defended by a single Valkyrie. And this Skishal ace rested in her quarters with a stern look on her face. Rita? She had just read the Artemis report sent by her adjutant. I'm gonna think that's how that's pronounced. Rita Roseberry. Or Rita Rosewise. The most powerful Valkyrie of Skishal left her quarters without a word. And now she's gonna go to the Neo City. Three hours later, the night sky lit up and illuminated the entirety of Arc City. The residents looked upon this with wonder. They would never know what had just escaped, that they had just escaped the clutches of death. Nor would they notice the savior of the city plunging lifelessly through the clouds. No one noticed except for one. Kiana! They dashed across the city skyline, hoping to catch Kiana and break her fall. Enemy mechs closed in from all sides. May could not afford to slow down. I'm here, Kiana. You'll be coming home with us. Out of my way! Please just die. There are a lot of you buggers, aren't there? I feel like a lot of Mei's ultimates are kind of similar. Like they just extend her range, sort of, and increase her damage. Hello, Lich? No, you're a Death Web. You're one of the modified ones. Almost got her taken out. That's a pretty good hit combo. I'm surprised because this thing still doesn't want to die. Okay, taken care of. Let's continue onward. May kept swinging her blade. It was the only thing she could do. She finally broke through the final defenses. She was so close to her friend, to Kiana. Kiana? Oh boy. Before May got any closer, a brilliant blue comet fell from the heavens. The light faded and revealed a blonde Valkyrie who stood in her way. You're the Valkyrie they call Dundero. Greetings, Raiden May. Yeah, hi, you got real close all of a sudden. Omae wa shinderu. Like, why is Dundero so close in that pic? That's weird. The wielder of the divine key Abyss Flower and the Ace S rank Valkyrie of Skishel. May and ex-Valkyrie knew about Dundero's fearsome exploits. May faced the legend of Skishel, but she would not back down from the fight. My orders are to retrieve Kiana Castellana. May drew a deep breath and tightly gripped her weapon. You will not take her! Alright, here we go. You cannot take Kiana away! Let's see if I can. Nope, nope, don't want to be in the circles. Ow, don't want to get shot either. I mean, this is more like a real fight. Ow. Ow. This should come to an end. It is over, Raiden May. You stood no chance against me. Our fight isn't over. I will not let you take Kiana away. I like that strong look in your eyes. But your powers fail to match your will. Dundero leaped into the sky with Kiana, leaving a bright afterburner trail behind her. The glowing trail soon disappeared. May realized that she was left alone on the empty street. May gave chase and ran as fast as she could and tried to push herself beyond her limit. But however hard she tried, she fell further and further behind the trail of light. She exhausted every last bit of her strength and was forced to stop. I can't do anything. She shook uncontrollably and released an emotional outpouring of regret, anger, and guilt, the ease of which Dundero brushed her aside and spoke of her fight cut like a knife to her heart. The act of recalling that fight made it worse. Her best friend was taken, robbed with such terrifying ease. But May could not forget this. She could not stop thinking about Kiana. The joyful time at St. Freya seemed to have taken place yesterday. And then Kiana suddenly turned into the Void Queen of the Honkai, who wore a grim smile on her face. May fought long and hard for this reunion, only to see Dundero swooping in and taking her away. Everything had changed except for herself. She remained a timid girl hiding in her corner. She understood that her chances of getting her back were growing slimmer. Poor May. She just wants to be happy. Oh, hello, Rita. Heliopus Life Sciences Arc City. Rita stood amidst the wreckage. She just learned that Dundero responded to her request for help. That thought alone comforted her. Rosewise, are you alright? I'm fine, Avatar. Did you see that explosion in the sky? Did the Hersher or Void take that bomb away? Why would you do that? To protect the city and its people. I thought she's a Hersher. We have other matters to attend to. I have found a cure from Heliopus. Her plan has failed. I must grab the rat by the tail before it scurries back to its tunnel. We must collect enough data of Heliopus as soon as we can. We might be able to dig out some clues from the core of this puzzle. That's so smart, Deputy! I'm getting better. Learning to focus on the words that appear. The security system is paralyzed, making it much easier to navigate now. The entire system has been wrecked. They're trying to erase all evidence. It still goes by very quickly, though. Definitely no easy matter to try to keep up with all of the text. But that's okay. Raven has an accomplice. HOV told me that someone with a dog. It's someone with a dog face. A dog face? What does that mean? Some figurative expression, perhaps. Anyway, we must hurry. I guess I'm too late. Still too late. Rita bit her lips when she saw that the thoroughly destroyed database. Avatar, I need you to come over for data scavenging. Rita, how are things looking on your side? Most Heliopus data's hardware was destroyed. We're trying to fix this. Thank you for helping, Master Dundero. Good. Looks like you have it covered. I retrieved the Hersher. The Overseer ordered me to return at once, so I won't be meeting up with you. Understood. Rita tried to remain calm, but she refused to cover up her failures. Master Dundero, I will bear full responsibility for the failure of this mission. I'll be the judge of that once I read the debriefing reports. I will accept any penalty. You used to sound a lot more optimistic, Rita. Don't blame yourself. I'm glad you're alright. Thank you, Master Dendro. The long and dark night at Ark City had finally ended with the arrival of dawn. But the serpent remained hidden. It prepared to make its next move. Just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing, and nothing good has happened in this chapter so far. What's happening to me? Why do I feel so heavy? She couldn't see, hear, or smell anything. Her reach around her. She reached around her and felt nothing. It felt as though she was swallowed by darkness and her body just kept sinking. Kiana tried to break free, but the harder she struggled, the deeper she sank. She wanted to scream for help, but no voice made its way out of her lungs. She finally saw a beam erupting from the depths of this abyss. Kiana tried to move herself closer to this beam. The beam grew brighter. Kiana could feel her senses returning. And then she heard a soft voice calling her name. Kiana-chan. Kiana? Kiana? It was gentle and familiar. Kiana recognized it to be May's. She was almost out of strength when she made it to the portal from which the light poured through. She instantly left the darkness behind her and dove into the world on the other side. Before she could celebrate her escape, the scene she saw shocked her. What happened here? May, where are you? The once prosperous Ark City was consumed by fire. Smoke and screams of pain and suffering filled the skies. Kiana tried looking for May in this devastated ruin of a city, but she found nothing but despair. She refused to believe this. She thought she had thrown the cursed bomb into space. How? What destroyed this city? Kiana desperately looked around for the cause of this disaster. She suddenly noticed her trembling hands. Her own hands. The hands of the Hershura Void. No, this can't be true. May, you must believe me. I threw it away. No. No! May! It's a nightmare? Oh, thank goodness. Wait, where am I? You're awake. Kiana's body tensed at once. She did not know this voice. You're Dundurel? I am. Kiana's eyes slowly adapted to the light. She found herself in a heavily guarded cell. She knew at once what happened to her. What happened to Ark City? Where is May? The city is safe, no one's hurt, and the Valkyrie are wrapping things up. Bride and May joined her friends and left the city. May's safe. At least I can feel happy about that. You're now in Skeshul's research facility located in North Africa. Any other questions? Dundurel. I knew we'd eventually meet face to face. I'm glad that you have mentally prepared yourself for this moment. It will make things easier for me. If you have no more questions, I suggest you lie down and get some rest. Kiana sensed no hostility, but that only made her more vigilant. Hey, Kylo! She knew that her situation was one of the worst things that could happen. Fu Hao, where are you, Fu Hao? Yay! Thanks for the follow, Kylo. Kiana called out Fu Hao in her mind, but there was no reply. She then closed her eyes and tried to reach out to her, but Fu Hao remained silent. She thought about Fu Hao's final words. The sense of despair she felt at Arc City loomed over her once again. But she was no longer the helpless Kiana from the past. Well, I guess I'm on my own again. I can probably get used to the Hersher Void's powers, too. I thought I told you to get some rest. What? When did you... Kiana saw her own panicked expression reflected on those blue eyes. Thunderell's glare stifled her escaped attempt. This lab is 1,000 meters below underground. There is nowhere to run. How? How did you know what I was thinking? There's no need to be confused. I can easily read your thoughts. You're injured and suffering from the Hersher core infections. You even gave off Honkai energy while unconscious. Maybe you did it before, but you are in no shape to control that power within you. You're nothing but a ticking time bomb if you leave this place. I'm glad we have an understanding. I hope you know what you should do. Oh boy! Thunderous! Like, threatening in a non-threatening way, which is weird. Well, let's see what the rest of chapter 15 has for us. Alright. There we go. This looks like Kiana's regular battle suit. White comment. She's awoken, Overseer. But something isn't right. She hasn't been using her Hersher powers. Yet her Honkai energy levels just keep rising. Satellite images from Arc showed no Honkai dissipation when the engine exploded. But the energy must go somewhere. It is obvious that the Hersher absorbed all of that energy. That was exactly what you observed. Now that she's awake, we can proceed with the experiment right away. Now? Are we going to rush things? She still views schedule with great hostility. Oh, thank you, Kyla. I don't think we have any chance of regaining her trust after everything she's been through. In fact, I believe her current condition is perfect for us, for unleashing the amount of power I want. Proceed with the test. I'm sure that you can handle it. Just treat this as another routine run. Yes, Overseer? Private quarters. Kiana stared at the salad. For the first time in her life, she lacked an appetite for food. Which is insane! The Arc City dream and Thunderell's words haunted her. May's faint, ghostly voice further tugged at her heart. Her gentle voice was once a part of Kiana's life. She would hear it when getting out of bed, having a meal, or taking class. Kiana then started reminiscing about her seemingly ordinary life in St. Freya. The door suddenly opened before she could seek comfort from those past memories. Appears you don't like catfish. I don't like fish because it's got bones in them. Someone would always help me pick out the bones. I see that you are now well enough to make jokes. I won't have to worry about your well-being anymore. Thunderell quickly cuffed Kiana. Follow me. What is this place? As you can see, it's just another city in ruins. Who did this? Is there anything else besides the Honkai that can destroy a city overnight? As Thunderell's prisoner, Kiana thought of things to say but secretly studied her surroundings. She's not telling me anything useful. Thunderell's intent remained a mystery, but this trip presented a good opportunity. Kiana focused on the dimensional fissures nearby that are visible only to the Hershura void. Having spent countless dreams training with Fu Hao, she could now find a safe, stable passage within the fissures. But she would need a vast amount of energy to achieve this teleportation, and she had only one shot at doing this. Fu Hao. Kiana thought about Fu Hao again, but her guiding voice was nowhere to be found. Now that she was recaptured by Skishel, what would happen to Fu Hao within her mind? Kiana gave that no further thought. She knew she had to escape. A sudden gust of wind created a dust cloud that separated the guard from her prisoner. Kiana seized the moment. Now! She concentrated energy with the invisible dimension and tore the space apart like paper. I must escape! Don't even think about it. What? A lance landed near her feet. She lost her focus. The portal disappeared without a trace. If you want to escape, I'd rather you do it honorably. Defeat me in a fair fight and I'll let you leave with pride. Having said those words, she opened Kiana's cuffs and let them fall into the sand. I guess there's no way around this. Since you want to fight so badly. Well, this is a very interesting fight. I mean, this is going decently well so far. And cutscene. Hey, Black Rabbit, how you doing? Execution. Okay, Dundurell, could you not? For like 5 seconds? I guess not. No? Oh, this is bad. This is gonna hit me. Ooh, I got out. Maybe? Oh, nope. It's still trying to bring me back in. Oh, boy. I would prefer if you stopped. Thunderell, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I won that. You're talented. You quickly found ways to attack me, but you lacked training. Curses! This damn Valk is trying to educate me. She's just so strong. She's far stronger than anyone I know. Pin your opponent with attacks, then deal a fatal blow when she exposes her weakness. I don't need your stupid lectures! The air imploded as Kiana launched herself at Dundurell like a cannonball coiled for a powerful kick. Sharp pain shot through her wrist. Her attempt was stopped in its tracks. Dundurell easily evaded her attacks and responded with a similar kick that sent her flying. Ow! That's impossible! How on earth did you know about the Castellana gun kata? Because it's the most effective martial art, and I've studied it at length in Skishul Library. Your moves are a chaotic mix of different stances. They only resemble the Castellana katana. But that's what my stupid old man taught me. Your attacks are mixed with the fighting styles of many other Valkyries. Warriors must learn how to combine different techniques, but you did so without any thought. Due to your lack of training and understanding, you ended up looking more like a circus acrobat. Hey, what are you trying to say? You failed to master the basics of close quarters combat. You're far from ready. You're not in control of your power, Hersher Void. Well, okay then. You're not in control of your power, Hersher Void. For many months, Kiana fought many battles alone while she drifted about in Arc City. But Kiana felt this battle was different. Her instincts warned her of an insurmountable gap between her and Dundurel. Brute force would not defeat this opponent. She needed a different approach. Then came a stroke of inspiration. She remembered Fuhao's teachings. The mantra is how you prepare your physical body for combat. Before each fight begins, clear your mind and relax your body. Feel every subtle change within your body. You will eventually feel nothing, except for the strength flowing within yourself. Kiana gradually let go of herself. She paid no heed to who, why, or where she was fighting. Months of ornetic training and life-or-death situations culminated in this very moment. Discard all illusions and calm your breath. Focus on your strengths flowing within you. Well then. The Sword of Ki? The Edge of Toxwain? It seems I have made a mistake. Well, more than just brute strength. Yeah, cause I thought you needed some warm-up. Time to show you my true powers. I can see that you have drawn upon enough powers. You should be ready. Keep it up. We're going to need it in the real battle. A real battle? What are you talking about? What are these things? They will be your opponents. What the hell? I'm not done fighting you. Apologies. My mission is to perform a test, not fighting you. Fight them with everything you've got and survive. Well, that's rude. No, you get back here. Excuse me. I'll just wait over here since you seem to be so incentivized to come at me. You're all going to die now. Because you made Kiana angry. And you don't make Kiana angry. Hold on, just give me a moment, sir. I'm beating up your friend. Okay, one of you fucks got me. There. Now I can give you my full undivided attention. Damn it! They just keep coming. They're even worse than the roaches in the Vark City. This fight is just a stupid waste of time. I guess that big hole in the sky is where they're coming from. Sorry, big hole. I guess I'm gonna have to destroy you. Go. The hole is gone. It's finally over. I don't think that's a good thing, Kiana. You're next. An exhausted Kiana crumpled to the ground. She spent nearly all of her strength to deal that blow. She was in no shape to continue the fight. Her consciousness slipped away despite her struggles. The last thing she saw was the blonde Valkyrie slowly approaching her. Even then, she had yet to realize the purpose or meaning behind that test. Yikes. I don't think this is gonna go well. Tensions rose during the awkward silence between the guard and her prisoner as they returned to base. Liar! You said you'd let me go if I won. You only defeated several quantum shadows. You have yet to defeat me. And that's because you quit fighting when you saw me unleash my killer move. Some may even call it cheating. That killer move of yours is a sort of key, the edge of Tech Swain. I believe it's Fu Hao's signature move. When and where did you study from her? You're not getting an answer from me. Why are you doing this? I heard a lot about you when I was a Valkyrie at St. Freya. Everyone saw you as a true hero. You're the best S-rank Valkyrie ever. I wanted that title so badly. It was something I worked so hard for. But you chose to side with Otto. Are you aware of the truth? Do you know the experiments they performed on me? Do you know what that man did? Why are you doing this? You have immense powers, and you obviously aren't a bad person. Why are you helping Skishel? Skishel is the only thing protecting billions of people from the Honkai. You should know that. You used to be a Valkyrie of Skishel. This world isn't black and white. Duty is the only thing that matters. And I fight to honor my sense of duty. Huh? Alarms went off as surface-level explosions sent deep rumblings to the underground facility. Master Dundero, the base is under attack. World Serpent mechs are attacking.
Kiana-san.
A train ahead. Maybe I can help me. Alright. I just got turned around. I cannot just bypass them. Excuse me, you guys are taking valuable time away from me. How did that even hit me? That's not where the circle was at all. Oh really? There's more? Do you guys not understand that I'm very busy? Oh, I went way too far, apparently. The door is locked. I need something else. Well, this is bad. Over there, the elevator. I should be able to get to the ground. There's so many of them. I can't believe they have the guts to take the fight directly to Skishel's turf. Getting around them won't be hard. Sorry, people. This girl's getting out of jail. Just as Kiana stood up to prepare to leave, a distant figure caught her attention. Wait, that's... The man seemed to have felt her gaze and raised his head. Though miles apart, she was able to get a clear view of his face. Kevin Castellana? We've cleared the Grey Serpent's black market and Heliopus Life Sciences. Raven has retreated safely as well. Project Stigma at Arc City almost succeeded. Losing the Hersher dealt yet another blow. Of course, we can't simply sit idly by and ignore this huge mess. Thunderel, you've finally shown yourself. Sire, Thunderel has taken the Hersher Void. Our intel indicates she's heading back to the Honkai devastated city in North Africa. We detected multiple Honkai energy spikes from this location during the last 2 years. And we know what they're doing, what they are. This dead city is undoubtedly... excuse me. This dead city is undoubtedly the testing grounds for the second divine key. Deploy the forces. We have a lot of work to do. Also, 15 minutes 36 seconds ago, Kiana Castellana made contact with the EOS reactor and willingly activated her Hersher form. Though energy readings were far lower than the of Siren, we can assume that her metamorphosis has begun. Perhaps we should include her. I have other plans for her. Understood. Alright, and before the storm, official headquarters. Otto sat alone in the lab and contemplated that anomalous moment in a test. The membrane of the imaginary tree was untouchable even to Dundero, yet K423 managed to shatter it completely. There's no question about this. The Void Queen has absolute mastery over imaginary space. We're so very close. The rest is just a matter of time and... Overseer, the base is under attack by a large hostile force. They know what we're doing here. The Hersher fled amidst the chaos. I'll try to find her, but the key needs protecting. I can't do both alone. World Serpent? Impeccable timing. This enemy came well prepared. We're unsure of the World Serpent's target. Protect the key and do not let them lay their hands on it. Let K423 escape. I prefer if she get herself as far away from this place as possible. K423's absence will work in our favor in our dealings with the snakes. Our backup plan is already in place. Pitcher will know where she goes. We'll find her once we finish up here. Understood. So they planted a tracking device in her. I'm not surprised, honestly. It really shouldn't have come to a surprise, but... I mean, they're fucking dirtbags, so what do you expect? Anywho. Back into chapter 15, let's go. Hundreds of mechs charged to the eroded city streets to hunt down their prey. Kevin stood amidst the ruins, tall and unmoving like a statue amidst the iron tide. Sire, our vanguard has breached base defenses and engaged Dundero. What about the Hersher? We have no sightings on her yet. We're continuing our search. Keep Dundero occupied. I will handle the Hersher. Understood. Kevin closed his eyes and listened to the voices that echoed in the breeze. Traces of Honkai energy within miles converged like a giant maelstrom, with Kevin himself serving as its epicenter. He sensed energy streams of various strengths, but none was close to that of the Hersher level entity. A tiny turbulence in the swirling whirlpool caught his attention. Though it was gone in an instant, Kevin knew he had located his quarry. He opened his eyes and looked towards a ruined skyscraper located miles away. He saw the girls standing behind a shattered wall. Found you. Unidentified unit. Removal initiated. Hello, friends. You will now be destroyed. That felt bad. Did he see me at that moment? That's impossible. It's probably just a coincidence. Anyway, I should hurry up and get out of here. I always like to double check to make sure that everything is going well on the stream. I'm always worried that, like, after I've come back from break, I forget to unmute myself and stuff, which has happened before, and I hate it when it happens. It's the worst. They should be far enough from that stupid base. I bet that guy didn't see me at all. That man, that Kevin, he kept appearing in my dreams. The house said he's dangerous. I better stay away from him. I'll be out of this city once I get through this part of the ruined city. You're not going anywhere. What? How? How did you get here? Kiana froze in the man's presence. Her body could not even tremble. His deep, dark gaze resonated with a fear hidden deep within the genetic memory of every human. He wore the gaze of a predator that has found its prey. You're here to kill me? The man gave no answer. Kiana then felt scorching heat aimed at her chest. The flaming blade was pointed at her heart. He did not hesitate nor give any reason for his attack. The blade then sank into her chest. Well then. Well, hello there. I feel like Fuha was hiding herself because of Dundero, but has to reveal herself because of Kevin. Fuha? Run, Kiana, and do not look back. What? I wanted to stay within you for a while longer, but we must now go our separate ways. Fuha, no! Remember the promise we made in Arc City. You gave me your word. I'll try to delay him for as long as I can. You must leave this place right now. You fall here. Your promise of making the world a better place dies with you. Do what must be done. It is your duty. How? I understand. I'm so sorry. Kiana closed her eyes and ran away without looking back. The girl soon disappeared into a swirling dust. Farewell, Kiana. You've changed, how? Perhaps. Feng Hu down. You know very well that it couldn't It could not interfere with my senses. Fuhao took a step forward and extended her hand and became as unmoving as a mountain. His eyes flashed with sudden nostalgia. The warrior had stood beside him in countless battles fought over 50,000 years ago. I do not intend to disturb your senses. I only wish to show you everything I have endured. And my state of mind. The girl ran across the ruins, not giving a care to the battle around her. Giant constructs of iron and steel tried to block her way. She vented her anger and frustrations on them. Damn it! Damn it! Her attacks pulverized and destroyed, but they were utterly meaningless. She clearly knew that she had faced a hopeless fight and was forced to flee. Talk about stress management. Kiana's really bad at managing stress. Though she has a lot to be stressed about, so that's also fair, I guess. She's been getting better at it though, thanks to Fuhao. Leave me alone! Oh, not one of you again. Die! The girl gave a furious roar. A Honkai storm swept across the hostile mechs and destroyed them. The sudden outburst of stored energy exhausted Kiana. She collapsed to the ground and wheezed. The outburst may have soothed her, but it soon invited a wave of pain and loss. She looked to the horizon and saw a dust storm that blotted out the sky. She knew she had no choice. She must keep moving or the sand would bury her. Yeah, she's been through a lot. Activate the Recon system. Enemy force has diminished, Thunderosama. Roger. Terminate them once and for all. Also, did I just hear what she said correctly? Did she say yada yada there? She must be related to the Joestar family. Can I go around this way? No, I have to go around the other way. I mean, that's a pretty powerful charge attack. But it's like a stored charge attack. You have to build it up first. That builds up pretty quickly though. This is basically the same battle as earlier in the chapter. We found the Hershur Void, Master Dunduril. Dunduril looked to the boundary between the city and the desert. A figure could be seen shimmering in the heat haze. Let her go. Overseer's orders. We're letting her go? Is that a smart thing to do? It's alright. She's not the enemy. I just wished I could tell her something before she left. That fish fillet hardly has any bones. I can't tell if Dundurl's good or bad, and it's killing me. Well, that seemed effective. There we go, taken care of. While Dundurl crushed the World Serpent invasion, another battle ended in the dream world created by Funghao Down. Your last attack was powerful, but you lacked the power to sustain it. We could have witnessed humanity's victory over the Honkai as comrades. You have given far too much. You need rest. You no longer need to concern yourself with what happens next. I will finish our mission. Kevin touched Fuhao's extinguishing shadow. He opened his hand. An ephemeral feather rested in his palm. The dream world disintegrated at that very moment. Kevin was once again standing in the middle of the dusty ruins. Sleep in peace, friend. I will wake you once this is over. You finally responded, sire. What happened just then? A reunion with an old friend. The Harsher escaped using her powers, and we failed to locate her. Thunderl is also heading to your location. And I shall start with her. The blonde Valkyrie suddenly stood before him before he could finish his words. You must be the Serpent's Head. Let it begin. As you wish. The sandstorm and crashing waves outside the ruined city symbolized the conflict raging within. A sudden blast of extreme cold radiated outwards and instantly froze the ocean surface into an icy plain. This anomalous phenomenon heralded a battle of epic proportions. Holy shit, she really was holding back this entire time. Jesus. The two powers were opposing forces of nature, poised to collide in a mighty clash. Only strength can prevail. But just before the battle could be joined, a figure calmly stepped into the arena. He was perfectly composed and treated the scene like a connoisseur admiring a majestic tapestry.
デュランダル、やめるんだ。
司教様。
ヨルムンガンドの狩猟よ。君は十分に力を見せつけてくれた。僕も相応の礼を返そう。オットー・アポカリプス、天命の元主教だ。
What in the world could his plan be? Like, there's no way that he could get the serpent on his side. Like, he wants to use the Hersher and he wants to destroy the Hersher. They're completely at odds ends. Well, let's see what the Interlude has to say. Kiana trudged on the hot desert sands far away from the Skishel base. Her body felt heavier with every move. Fatigue threatened to overwhelm her mind. A cold, empty void emerged within her heart and grew with every step until it could almost swallow her whole. You're not in control of your Hersher. You're not in control of your power, Hersher of Void. Do what must be done. It is your duty. Her journey seemed endless, but she had no choice but to go on. Yet a name remained in her memories. The name dragged at her feet and urged her to turn back. There was a time when she was always by her side. She must be on a desperate search for her whereabouts. Where would she be right now? Where would she go? May. Kiana did not know if it were beads of sweat or tears of longing that flowed down her cheeks. She closed her eyes. For some unexplainable reasons, she suddenly longed to return to that place. The place where their fates were bound as one. The place where they first met. Nagazora. Alright, so next is Chapter 16, The Imminent Storm. It looks like we have May to look forward to. So, like I said, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so very much for all of you coming around. If you want to keep up to date with all of my streams and uploads on YouTube and Twitch, you can go down into the About section below and join the Discord. But like I said, if you wanted to join the Discord, I keep all my updates there, and if you just want to chat with the community, you can always do that there. Anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.